Hello everyone, it's your boy Minato here, and we're back with another Dokkan Battle Showcase video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the physical Android 14 and 15 units, fully Easy 8 right here. So good, recently they got an Easy 8, sorry about that, they got an Easy 8 on the JP version of the Dokkan Battle. I said that really weird. Let's go ahead and take a look at their details and kind of cover what they're going to be able to do. So they're actually a target Goku leader of 3k HP attack and defense plus 77%, and then physical types key 3 HP attack and defense plus 50%. Now they're actually the first free-to-play leader for the target Goku category. So I mean, if you kind of want to run this team for some reason and you don't have the AGL 13, I mean these guys are technically an option you could use for sure. Their super attack effect, they cause supreme damage and lowers attack and defense. Which is unfortunate. I feel like I would have preferred for them to raise defense, even if they're good enough anyways, just to make sure that they age better. There's like power creep basically. Like if units that don't raise defense on any sort on super attack or have any multiplicative buffs do get a little bleh right there. So they do get a 90% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then they get 29% attack and defense when they perform a super attack. So that's pretty solid. They get an additional attack and defense plus 90%, and they foresee enemy super attack for the rest of the battle when your team has Android 13 attacking in the same turn. They also reduce damage received by 30% and give all allies attack and defense plus 30% when your team has Fusion Android 13 attacking in the same turn. So there's a lot of conditions based on having Android 13 on the team, and then Fusion Android 13 as well, which is of course two different named characters right there. Luckily, their links actually works pretty solidly with Android 13. They have Red Ribbon Army, Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Code Judgment, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. With most Android 13s, they share about 5 or 6 links or so. They don't share links like Big Bad Bosses, for example, or like First Battle. So their link set is pretty solid considering that they want to be used with Android 13, and you're basically only going to use them if you're going to run with Android 13, which does kind of restrict them a little, however. They have a level 300, level 3 defense equipped, giving them 300 extra defense, and there are 4 category teams: Androids, Joined Forces, Artificial Life Forms, and Target Goku. So we're going to be showing them off, of course, on 3 teams as always. First, we're going to go into the Target Goku category, and just kind of see how they look like here with the 13, possibly a Fusion 13 with this free-to-play guy right here. Just kind of get an overall view of them, you know, and see what they are at initial glance. Next time we're going to go actually into the Joined Forces team. They actually make a pretty good linking pairing with this guy right here. They are able to share about 4 links or so, you know. I'm kind of interested to see here how they're going to look without Android 13. That's going to be a very important thing, especially if you want to use them on other teams potentially as another option. He is very reliant on 13, however, so we'll see. It's more so of a test than anything, just to kind of at least get it in the video. And then finally, we're going to take them into the actual Android team itself, and this is going to be more so of a longer event where I'm going to kind of see how he actually works out and what kind of numbers he's able to put up overall. More so a focus on him. This is the same team we used in the 13 video, which if you haven't checked that video out, feel free to go ahead and do so. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into the Target Goku team, and let's see what kind of numbers he can put up. Alright, we are here on the first rotation, so right here, I believe they will get every single link active except for, I believe, which link is it that they don't have active? Let me check here. I don't know this links at the top of my head. They'll have everything active except for, I believe, not Nightmare. What link is this that they don't have active? They have Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Red Ribbon Army, Shattering the Limit, Nightmare, and Fear and Faith. They do not have Android Assault active, which is another 10%. No, they do have Android Assault. Is it Tough as Nails? No, it's Fear and Faith? No, I'm actually confused. Am I stupid? What link is this? I'm sorry, guys. This is Cold Judgment, actually. Okay, so they have everything but Cold Judgment, so they're missing out on 25% defense in total. Okay. And what are their numbers they're putting up? 139k defense right here. Keep in mind, this Meta Cooler does provide, I believe, 40% defense to all allies. Okay. So he does reduce damage received by 30%, and he is supporting everyone on the rotation by 30% as well. So he kind of has a little support type ability right here, and he is reducing damage received. So I mean, 131k defense, 140k defense with 30% damage reduction is not the craziest thing ever. But he does get another 30% on super attack. So once he super attacks, I feel like defensively they're actually pretty solid, especially considering they don't have Cold Judgment active. And then right there, that that attacks are there 2 million. Again, nothing really too impressive. They do lower attack, however. But I mean, considering how good they are defensively in this rotation, I might kind of take that, to be honest. Considering as well, we don't have the additional 90% attacking defense. So when 13 is on rotation, they do get an additional 90% attack and defense. And along with that, they are able to reveal the enemy's super attack for the rest of battle. So from what I understand of this passive, the reveal enemy super attack, that is permanent for the rest of battle. But I'm not sure if the actual 90% when having 13 on the same turn is permanent as well. I believe that it's only the foreseeing enemy super attack that's permanent, but if we could see that, we'll definitely go ahead and do that. I'm bringing the AGL Android 13 onto the other rotation, so we could have a support type unit there as well. Just kind of float around the support type units that we're having here so far. 13 does give a buff to Android category allies, so again, right here is going to be basically a little bit of the same thing. I believe this Frieza does give a 25% attacking defense buff. So yeah, 131k defense. I mean, so when they super attack again, they get 30% defense on super attack. So what is that? That's 40-ish k defense or so. So if you think about that, they're going to be around 170k defense with 30% damage reduction. I mean, that's not bad at all. I feel like that's pretty solid. That's for sure, especially coupled with their lowering attack. In like a super battle road setting, if you have a Fusion 13 on the team, which is possible, I feel like the Int Android 13 is actually a solid option that's kind of overlooked, especially more specifically for the Android team, which is pretty much the only place you're realistically gonna run this unit outside of Target Goku. But as long as you build a team full of Android units, I mean, that Android 13 could actually look pretty solid. So having him like as a floater with, you know, the 30% damage reduction, the lowering attack on the enemy that's attacking them, I feel like they could be pretty good in Super Battle Road specifically. We'll play this last rotation right here, and then we'll kind of see how he looks like basically with... Oh, no. Oh, great. Okay, so that's unfortunate. He did end up transforming here in turn 4, huh? I thought it was a turn 5 transformation. Okay, I obviously have to use this 13 really too often right here. So he does lose a lot of links from here. He loses, I believe this would be Android Assault and Shattering the Limit is what he loses with here. So 98k defense, and then right here he does get 117k defense here, huh? Okay. Let's keep it in the middle again. So again, this is with him without support at all, and he should be around a good, I'd say, what's the defense number he's gonna hit? Like around, he's gonna get like another like what 30ish k defense from his super attack. So 150k defense. Oh, he couldn't see him attack. Okay, I think he should be able to. Cooler should be able to survive this turn probably, and hopefully we'll see another rotation this time with the fusion enter, with the actual normal enter 13 as well with the fusion 13. If not, that's fine. We will be able to see that in the long-term event anyways. We're not able to avoid super attacks here, so let's kind of see what kind of, if he's gonna kill him or not. Actually, 13. He's on a full target Goku team, so yeah, 2.5 million. I feel like that won't be enough though, so that's gonna be good. He does have type advantage, but yeah, he only does about halfway of his HP. Okay, chill, bro. Chill, brother. Okay, we should be good because obviously the Int Meta Cooler and the Frieza should not kill this guy from what I'm presuming here. I mean, unless he goes crazy and gets like a double crit, double super. I was scared for a second. I was like, okay, buddy, you don't have to go that far, okay? Okay, we're good. Oh, Cooler supering this Frieza, huh? That actually might do a little bit of damage because Cooler does lower defense from what I recall. But we're good. He does have that damage reduction. So right here, he should have, again, everything but Cold Judgments. This time 13 is on rotation, so he's getting 166k defense at the start of turn. That's actually very, very impressive. So again, he does get 29% defense on super attack. I'm actually gonna bring up a calculator on the side here. So again, he's at what? 166. I don't care. I'm gonna do my math. Whatever. This is no. 026. And then you can hear my mouse clicking, but I don't care. His defense is actually 214k, if I'm not wrong. So think about this. On this rotation, it's a very specific rotation, but 214k defense with 30% damage reduction. And again, he's supporting the entire rotation with 30% attacking defense. And this rotation specifically, I really like him, but it's just unfortunate that it's a super specific setup that you need to get with him, which is the only real issue with this 13. It's very, very specific setups you need for him. We'll go ahead and see him on the Join Forces team this time. He won't have, like, say, 13 and anywhere, so we'll kind of see what he looks like without that. And we are here on the Join Forces team. So this time we do have, again, a lot of important links with him active with this Android 17/8, I guess, Hachan, I believe is what it's called. So right, we have Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Cold Judgment, and Shattering the Limit active. That is like, I believe that's 70% defense that they're sharing. So that's a lot going on here. They are at 101k defense. Again, they get 30% on super attack, so they'll be around 130k defense post super attack. That's not really great. This is a 150% lead team at the very least, but still, I mean, that's definitely not really great or anything spectacular out there. Let's go ahead and see what kind of numbers they may put up, though. Again, I didn't really expect them to look that great on this team because their entire focus is to be used with specifically Android 13. So let's see what kind of numbers they're going to have. I mean, this is definitely not an offensive rotation, that's for sure. I mean, double 1 million attack stats. Let's go. Definitely nothing like, you know, like, oh my god, these guys are so good, you know. Like the issues that these guys link really well together. It's just a little unfortunate that this unit is really reliant on the 13, especially without them being able to actually say stack their attack and defense permanently. Like if they could stack their attack and defense permanently, or the damage reduction was just permanent as well, I would be much more happy about this unit. But I feel like they're kind of too restricted for what I'm seeing right here. And, you know, if you take them outside of that specific restrictions that they want, they obviously clearly don't really look that impressive. So we'll see one more rotation here with them. This is going to be with the, what's his name, Gowasu and Zamasu units. So they're going to get max defense right here. What is his defense going to be here? 140k defense. I mean, it could be worse considering that, again, there's no 17. I mean, not 17. There's no 13 here. He's going to have, what, around 160, 70-ish k defense once they super attack. I mean, this guy right here in slot 1 is a guarding unit as well. It could be interesting, and, you know, if you're running the Androids team specifically, like, say, if you're in Androids Extreme Super Battle Road, and then you have, like, Android 13 floating, I mean, these guys are going to get a lot of extra defense, and you're going to be able to possibly just keep them on slot 2 with their, like, ceiling and things, and then you have the Android 8 and 17 in the first slot with their guard and everything like that, and their stun as well. I believe they get stun, too, so, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. You could definitely see semblance. On the Android team specifically, you can kind of see how good they might be. And also, along with that, this team is actually a 150% leader skill. So, you can kind of see from there why, like, their stats might not be as high. That's really all I wanted to see, though. Well, we can see one more rotation, because we'll be able to get 40% attack support next turn. So, we'll be able to see, like, kind of the difference. It's going to be 40% attack and defense, I believe, from the was it the Broly and Paragus unit, which is definitely not really a unit I'd call good anymore, but if you're on like a Dokkan or something, you can just throw that unit on the team and that'll be fine. So let's see. I wonder how defensively they should be lower, right? Yeah, 128k, but offensively they should be a little higher. Once we see this, we'll go ahead and take them to the final team, which is really truly built around them. They're going to be next to Android 13 basically at all times. We're going to see their max passive a bunch of times. And we'll kind of see what numbers they're going to hit as well, with support and everything like that. So right here, they're hitting 1.3 million attacks. That's not... Calling bad would be underselling how terrible that attack stat is right there. But let's see how they actually look like in a situation they want to fit in. What are they going to take from a super attack here? If they don't take too much, I'll be like, okay, I'll be split to Dokkan event. So, I mean, they still take damage in the Dokkan event. So, we'll see about it. Okay, let's move on to the next team. Alright, we're here in the legendary Goku events. So we're going to be able to see just a few rotations. Kind of want to see of these guys right here. So again, this is a very similar rotation we had in the first actual, I would say, team that we showed off here. So we're getting 30% support from this cell. They're at 166k defense, but this time they're also getting, I believe, more offensive support here as well, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what kind of numbers they hit. Again, they're with Android 13, so let's see what kind of, attack sets stuff they'll be able to reach here. So 2.5 million attack set. Nothing like too spectacular or anything like that. They also don't have the damage reduction here, so that is a little bit unfortunate. I mean, I feel like for the most part, they're just kind of going to be a linking kind of partner for this 13 in the end, from really looking at everything they're doing and things like that. Let's go ahead and move this int 13 over to the other rotation. So what I'm going to do is we're going to show these next two rotations with the, the STR under 13. Then I want to see how they're going to look with them together. And then after, I'm going to show two more rotations with just the 13 and the support, just to see the differences between Fusion 13 on rotation, both of them on rotation, and then just the Android 13 on rotation with support and stuff like that, so we can kind of get a better idea of how this unit is going to work in these different situations right here. So we'll be able to see one more support rotation with him right here, and let's kind of go ahead and see what kind of numbers he hits here. So again, no cold judgment active, 170k defense this time. He should hit a little harder, like, because this 18 does give like 2% more attacking defense than the cell does, from what I recall. Yeah, 2.54 this time. Ooh, such an amazing, beautiful increase right here. So let's go ahead and see what kind of numbers are. And I also want to take a mental note of the defense stat that we're going to see next turn without support, because I want to notice if the entire passive were, what I was speaking about earlier, where once you only need the normal 13 on rotation with him once for you to go ahead and see the full effects of the super attack review. However, I don't know for sure if you only need him on rotation once for the additional 90% attack and defense. That's something that I'm unfamiliar with. I know for sure with the Fusion 13, he needs to be on rotation no matter what, but it does state right here for the rest of battle and for see enemy super attack for the rest of battle. That's where there's the ands right there, but I'm not too sure, because it's like kind of grouped together, if you guys get what I mean. These Dokkan passives are kind of written weird sometimes. Sometimes they would work certain ways, sometimes they don't. So right here they have basically everything. 166k defense here again. So this is the same amount that we have with support last rotation. Keep in mind though, now they're giving their own 30% attack and defense to all allies under rotation. They have 30% damage reduction now. So we're going to keep them with this Fusion 13. Again, they do share 6 links as well to Fusion 13. The same amount of links. And then we're going to push this STR Android 13 off. Let's see what they look like without support. Then I'll go ahead and we'll just kind of keep the ball rolling, I feel like, I mean, there's not really much reason to go ahead and skip at this moment. I mean, I'll go ahead and skip right now, I guess. We'll move on to the next rotation with the supports, and then we'll see the next two rotations with this 13. I kind of call it from there, so yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're here. As you can see, now we don't have an actual normal 13 on rotation, but we are able to view the enemy's super attack. So yeah, from what it looks like, the additional attack and defense, 90% that he gets when being with a Fusion 13, based on how high his defense is right here, it has to be activated. There's no way it's not activated. So he also gets 30% on super attack on top of that. So his defense is easily going to be over 200k in this rotation. And he's going to have 30% damage reduction. So, I mean, he's looking pretty good right here, I feel like. If we take a look at his defense, so his defense is right here again at 182, and then 094, and then we multiply that by, yeah, I'm doing math again, don't mind me, by 30%, and he's almost at, he's at 236k defense post super attack. I'm gonna put him in the second slot in the off chance that Goku does survive, and we'll see how good they tank the super attack. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna tank the super attack pretty well, honestly. They should be just fine here. If they don't actually just outright kill him. He could do a solid amount of damage here, yeah. I mean, 2.7 million attack stat. Considering how good they are defensively in this rotation, I'll definitely take that. I mean, as long as you're able to get him with the normal 13 at least once, and then have a fuse 13 with them for the rest of battle, I mean, they're going to be looking pretty solid, honestly. I really like how they're looking like so far. We'll go ahead and show this one last rotation, then after we kind of call it from there. I feel like we've seen enough, basically. There's not really a point in showing them with the Android 18 support, because it's going to be basically like 200, like 1,000, 5,000 extra defense will be, it doesn't really matter that much specifically. And I feel like even in these long difficult stages, even against Blue Evolution, probably not against Blue Evolution Vegeta, but I feel like, you know, against like the GT Goku Dragon Fist, he actually could be pretty solid in that stage. Even against like STRUI Goku with type disadvantage, with his 30% damage reduction, I feel like he'll work pretty solidly there too. So let's see this one last attack stat, and I'll kind of just wrap up and give my thoughts about the unit again. On this team specifically, they're definitely looking very, very powerful. So no support, they're at 166k defense again. Yeah, again, it's basically the same right there. So let's go ahead and see what kind of offensive number he's gonna hit here now without support, and we'll just kind of call it from there. I'm feeling like 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 million. I mean, defensively they're really good. Offensively, there's definitely much to be desired for, I'd say. But at the end of the day, they're a free-to-play EZA unit that will take like, it'll take like 15 minutes at most to farm the actual unit itself, and then it'll take like another like 15-ish, 20-ish minutes to do the Extreme Z area. So definitely just not a difficult unit at all, especially because in their Extreme Z area you could use like Spirit Bomb Goku, which just destroys that stage. So I like what I see on this team specifically. But yeah, I mean, this is the 14 and 15 unit. I feel like although they're very specialized with the Android 13, you're basically only going to run them with the Android 13. So when you actually do end up using the unit, they do look very, very impressive, especially in the right circumstances. I feel like even in Super Battle Road stages, they'll actually be pretty solid, considering that they could also lower attack. And if you're able to get that 30% damage reduction, they'll be a very, very good floater at the very least. And again, I think the 17 and Hachan in rotation with these two, and then having like 13s floating, could also be a very, very powerful Super Battle Road rotation as well, considering you'll be able to reveal the enemy's super attack. But keep in mind there, you won't get the damage reductions, so it's a little wonky for sure, but I feel like you could definitely make this unit work. Let me know what you guys think. If I had to really fix one thing about the unit, I would say it wouldn't hurt to give them stacking, defensive stacking. I don't see the point. Or make their damage reduction just permanent. Maybe bump it up to 40%. That's all I'd say though. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.